Hi everyone, you're watching the Advanced Canva series. If you're not familiar with Canva, watch our Canva Crash Course series where you'll be able to go through and learn how to create a free account and learn the basics of Canva and what it can do. If you're already familiar with Canva, then let's get started. In this video, we're going to make an infographic for your social media page using Canva's templates and design elements. To start, let's see what Canva has in the way of templated layouts. We'll go up to the search bar and type in infographic and hit enter. They've got quite an array of templates to choose from, so this is where your own business style comes into play. Keep in mind though that at the bottom left of each thumbnail there's a free icon or a paid icon. The paid ones usually include photos or elements that you'll need to purchase the license for, but if you like the design and have your own images, these are still options you can use. For this video, I'm going to select one of the free versions. So we'll scroll through the options here and find one that we like. Keep in mind that almost everything about these can be changed or added to, so if you like the layout of one, but not the coloring or the elements in it, you can choose it anyway and then just change what you want to. For this video, I'm going to pick this template. So now, I'm going to pretend that I have a flower shop. So I'll want to showcase information that makes sense for my business. When making infographics, you need to have at least 3 things: a relevant topic to your business, interesting information or data about this topic, and a call to action. In this case, I have a floral business, so my topic should have something to do with plants. I can choose from several bits of information that people would be interested in, so it's important to find topics that your audience would be interested in. Let's say someone asked my business a question a few days ago, wondering what types of plants will survive the best in an apartment that gets little sunlight. This kind of question is perfect for an infographic because there are multiple options and reasons. So once we've decided on the topic, in this case, the topic being apartment plants, we'll need information on the topic. So looking at the template I chose, there are 5 different boxes where I can put information. So I'll go ahead and put in the top 5 plants for apartments. Alright, so we have our topic that is relevant to our business, we have information that is interesting on the topic, and now we can start designing. When first creating your infographic, you'll want to have a color scheme. You can choose colors that match your brand, or you can choose colors that you think fit the topic. You'll want to have at least 3 colors for an infographic: a background color, a text color, and an accent color. In the template here, we can see that the 3 colors are light green, yellow, and dark gray, with yellow being the accent color to help certain elements pop. So since our topic is apartment plants, we can actually stick to the same color scheme if we wanted, but I'm actually going to switch out the color yellow and find a more neutral color. I'll see if I can find a tan-ish color, like a pot for a plant. So I've picked out my colors, I have my template, now let's personalize it. First of all, we'll get rid of the photosynthesis text at the top and all the elements that relate to it. So I'll go through and I'll delete the arrows, the suns, and these other elements here. The plants on the bottom I actually like and I think fit really well, so I'll go ahead and keep those in. So now that those elements are gone, let's change the text at the top. We'll rename this Best Plants for Your Apartment. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the text, so let's go through and change that as well. We'll scroll through the different text styles, and I actually like this one. So we'll click on this to change the style of our title. We'll change this second bit of text here too to match our title, and we'll go ahead and take the uppercase effect off up here to give a bit more focus to that main part of the title. So now I'll go through and change the section titles to the same text style as our main title, and I'll go through and add some plant names that survive well in an apartment. To differentiate these subtitles a little bit more, we'll go ahead and give them an effect. We'll go up to the Effects tab at the top here, and we'll just give them a simple shadow to make them pop just a little bit more. You can't see it very well on my screen, but I'm going to set the offset to 60. And I encourage you to play around with these settings. Sometimes the best way to find out what you like or what looks good is to see what each of these settings does. And it doesn't look like much, but it does give them that extra bit of pop to help them stand out. All right, so now we've got our text and our title. Let's find some elements. The title looks a little empty up there by itself, so let's add a few elements up there to spice it up. I'm going to go to the Elements tab, and I can do a few things here. I can scroll down through the options and see what Canva has, or I can search for specific elements to add to my infographic. For this video, I'm going to search for some elements. I'm going to try and tie in everything together, and I'm going to search succulent and see what pops up. And there we go. We've got a few options right off the bat that would work with a theme that we've created. I'll go ahead and click on this one here. And what's nice about Canva is that it will give you magic recommendations based on the style or the subject of the element. In this case, it found other plants that are in the same style, and this one here is a cactus, so we can go ahead and click on that one too and use it in our infographic. Now these graphics are actually perfect to put throughout the template, so we'll go ahead and move the cactus up to the cactus text box, and we'll size it down and we'll position it about here instead of by our title. And we'll do the same thing with the succulent, putting it by the succulent text box. What we're doing here is we're adding elements to help lead the viewer through the infographic. Naturally, they're going to read top to bottom, but adding these elements helps give the eye a break and something different to look at as it reads the text. It makes it a bit more interesting to read. So we're not going to keep these elements black. We want them to fit our color scheme. So we're going to change these to our accent color. And before, I had decided that we were going to find a tannish color, like a pot for a plant, that terracotta kind of color. So we'll click on our element, we'll go up to the color block, and let's find that terracotta color. So we'll click on New Color, and let's go to in between the yellow and the orange, and we'll try and find that nice brownish orange color, right about there. So now that we have our cactus as that color, we'll go ahead and click on our succulent to change the color of that as well. And since our cactus is already that color, we can just select that terracotta color from the document color section, and there we go. All right, so now that we have that, let's go back and add some elements to the top. I like the plants that we have so far, so let's go ahead and add one more. Let's search for a hanging plant. This one looks really nice. Let's go ahead and click on this one. We'll move it up to the top and we'll resize it. And now let's change the colors to fit our theme. We'll change all the plant parts to that terracotta color so that it can match the rest of the elements that we have on here. And we'll keep the pot part as a slightly darker green, just so it's not hard to read as a hanging plant. If we had it all as one color, it might be hard to differentiate between the pot and the plant, making it hard to read as a hanging plant. And there we go. All that's left to do now is to add in the relevant text into the text boxes and add a call to action in your post. For this example, we could give a call to action like, stop by our shop to see our selection of plants that are perfect for your apartment. Or maybe we have a special sale on succulents. We could say, stop by on Monday and Tuesday for our succulent sale and pick up the perfect apartment companion. Get creative and have some fun with it. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and happy designing!